Hi, my name is Ethan, and I've been flying FPV drones for 1 month. Now, I do not claim to be a pro or anything.
Never claimed to be.
But I have done plenty of research, practice, and actually flying these drones in real life. In this video, I'll go over the top 5 things I've learned in my first month of flying FPV drones. My biggest regret with FPV drones is that I didn't start sooner. I first learned about these drones like 5 years ago. I saw some of Johnny FPV stuff. And watch some of Joshua Bardwell's videos for beginners.
I'm Joshua Bardwell, and you're gonna learn something today.
I thought those drones were so cool, and I always wanted to do something like it. Later that Christmas, I got gifted my very own drone. Now, I was super excited to fly, so I bought a simulator on my dad's old Surface 3. I quickly found out though that computer could not run anything, and it couldn't even connect to my controller. I decided to just fly anyways. I did a few launches and soon found out that thing was way too powerful for me. I got so nervous because of course you can't crash a drone your parents just gave you, and I couldn't practice in the simulator as well. So the drone just sat in the corner of my room collecting dust for years as I moved on to different things. Imagine how far ahead I would be now as if I had started 5 years ago, but here we are. What I would urge you or my past self to do is just get going.
Just do it!
Don't let analysis paralysis get in your way, where eventually you take a step back and realize nothing got done. Now, I just mentioned that I didn't get started because I didn't have a computer that could run a simulator. If that's the same case for you, it's okay, just start small. Buy a tiny drone and fly around your house and just practice that way. Don't let the lack of a simulator get you down where you can't fly at all. If you have the ability, then I strongly recommend a simulator. I flew for 10 hours before I even took off in real life. Don't get me wrong, I'm still very nervous to fly in real life, but practicing in the simulator helped flying almost come second nature.
I didn't have to think if I push this stick forward, the drone's gonna dive, so I push this stick back to level off, but I push too far, it's gonna do a flip, and I crash.
I didn't have to worry about any of that. I could just focus on going straight and avoiding any obstacles. An obvious but useful fact about simulators is you can go as far as you want. You don't have to worry about crashing, you can reset to your heart's desire. There are no propellers you have to worry about bending, no arms that can break, no batteries that will die and just leave you plummeting to your death.
Whoa! Oh, battery fell out.
In a simulator, you can crash and reset to your heart's desire. You can fly for as long as you want. You can also fly anytime. At night, when it's cold out, when you're traveling. Instead of video games, then the only thing you have to worry about is breaking your controller. It probably won't come second nature like I thought it would. I thought I'd be able to pick up, fly, and be easy. But no, it took me 2 hours before I could make it through my first race. I highly recommend flying in a simulator for anybody, whatever stage of the FPV journey you're in. If you're a beginner, helps you figure out if you actually like to fly. Or if you're in the later stages, you can try new tricks, practice hitting tighter gaps. Simulators are a great way to get started in FPV and a good way to keep up your skills later in your journey. Oh, this can take forever. The next thing I learned is that it takes a long time. As I mentioned before, it took me 10 hours before I flew for the first time. That doesn't even take into account all the countless hours I spent researching and watching other people fly before I got my own drones. There are so many things to go over, like drones, controllers, goggles, batteries, all sorts of different things that take so much time to research before you can actually use them. I realized that watching other people and doing my own research can only take you so far. Everything can work in theory, but it doesn't actually matter until you have flown for the first time. After flying for the first time, you still have to practice hovering, flying straight, turning smoothly, and all sorts of things. And that doesn't even get you to the tricks yet. It takes a lot of time to practice and even more to perfect it. So that leads me to my next point. There's a lot to learn. There's a bald eagle. There's a second one. You know, maybe there's a path for a reason. Maybe I should stick to that instead of climbing the mountain. The rise of the FPV hobby started back in 2008 when Team Black Sheep strapped baby monitor cameras to their fixed-wing aircraft. A few years later, people started adding low-latency cameras to quadcopters and multi-rotors. Now we're in 2024, over a decade later, and I'm just getting started. It feels like I have a giant mountain to climb. To get good at the FPV hobby, you have to know so many things, like freestyle tricks and moves, how the camera works, how your drone components talk to each other, how you can transmit from many distances away and it still looks good? Like, what the heck?
We're for real just here on a big rock with sticks and water and made Bluetooth from that. What the flip is going on here?
To get good footage, you have to fly cinematically, know the best frame rates, aperture, shutter, all that weird stuff. You'll also realize everyone has their own opinion that they think is absolute truth. Some will say HD video is better, while others swear by analog. Some will say you have to build your own drone, while others say buy it pre-built. Some will only fly Cinewhoops. Some will only fly 5-inch freestyles. Some people will say DJI is the GOAT, while others say... At this point, who knows anymore?
Locked in a stalemate, man was no.
Now, I'm not trying to be discouraging or anything like that. Not at all. I'm just trying to help set realistic expectations before you jump into FPV. That leads to my fifth and final point. FPV can be super rewarding. There are people who have made their entire careers out of FPV, whether that's from racing,
Twin Cities. Congrats again to Vanover.
or cinema, or helping beginners learn.
Your first 10 FPV freestyle tricks.
People have made a living off of FPV. ND16, because it is a very bright day. You can feel so much accomplishment doing a cool trick or getting that one shot. And remember, not everyone has seen this type of footage before. Some people are super impressed by just a basic maneuver. Everyone is going to have their own opinions and differences. But in the end, we all have a drone, a controller, and a video feed. I've always wanted to fly like a bird through the trees and the mountains, but until Jesus comes back, this is what I've got.
Locked in a stalemate, man was no. Rocking a hard place, it's battery control. What am I waiting for? Seaplanes are beneath my compass, my transport.
Bro is not Casey Neistat.